So now, is there anything majorly transitional that happens over the next 10 years?
During that time, I think we grew quite a lot. We got to a point where we had maybe like at one point maybe 500 students, per semester. We were growing. We even got more space at I&M. A whole floor, or half a floor at I&M, where now we moved the admin side that side.
Kama si the Ministry of Education tungekuwa tunaitwa ADMI. Tofia kwa. This is where your passion becomes a profession, where creativity finds direction. This is ADMI and we are at the rebrand. So we've just moved from being called Jamuhuri Film and Television to Africa Digital Media Institute. Let's continue, Wilfred. Yeah. So are we still ADMI at Shalom House, or now we've decided to move?
No, we started at Shalom House. But then, because now we started growing, we needed now to look for a different kind of space. Around the same time, Ngong Road was being now made. So there was a lot of chaos on that road in terms of construction. So like even getting into, that road was a problem. And especially when it rained, it was terrible. So we thought I think this is a time to look for a different kind of space, because also it was getting harder to get more space because we were growing. So we needed more space. So we started looking for a space, different places, but then also maybe central, because then we realized also students come from town and then go to Ngong Road. So it would be easier for them to just come directly to town. So that's how we now, started creating or making this campus at Kakon House.
It's a beautiful one, but you'll never see it ukiishi kuiona kwa TV or whatever it is you're watching from. So now we are in, which year is this? Which year do we move?
So we moved in 2016. But that time, even before, I think I would say Dr. Leila came in at that time, because also around that time, it was getting harder to maintain everything, because then I'm trying to work, putting, put some money on the pocket, pay my rent forever. At some point, I had to sell my car, because you have teachers who you have to pay, you have rent. There are many weekends I only had 500 shillings in my pocket that couldn't go anywhere. So from giving up all this other life where we were making a lot of money, now it comes and goes.
Oh my God.
And people are looking at you. When is my salary coming? So that was the same time Dr. Leila came in. At least now, it helped a lot. I wasn't really looking for an investor. She just came, I guess God sent. And we've been good partners since then.
Amazing.
But before that as well, I was trying to help other people as well. So during that process, Brenda, someone like Brenda would see how, what I'm doing with the students. And she got really interested. At that time, I think she was doing Chinese language or whatever. So she got very interested and said, can I join? Can I join the class? And I told her, you're always here. When there's a class, join. Wow. And that's how she started learning.
Wow.
And then eventually, moved out, no longer needed to work. She was, hustling and doing other shoots. She became a music video editor. Eventually, doing her own stuff.
Wow. Wow.
And there are many other young people we supported that way. I can mention a few, but there are many. So it wasn't really about the profits. It was really about giving back. However, if someone was really passionate and they wanted to learn,
Brenda has to sit on this seat, from the OG employee to kusoma nini amongst the first alumni. Nimekumak. So I'm curious, because the last picture I have of Jamuhuri/ADMI is you and 80 students. So, but you're mentioning more teachers.
Yeah.
I'm curious, have we already diversified courses and added more nini?
Yeah, so during that process of rebranding, we added more courses, we added animation, we added music, we built a new studio, music studio. We added maybe another five courses to get to about 6 courses. So the student population also grew to about 200, to about 200 students.
Wow.
So it was getting hectic to try and juggle. The team also grew. So basically we're sitting on each other, so we needed to move to a different location.
I don't see how you guys could have made it work with 2 rooms.
No, that time we had, by that time we had started taking other spaces.
So expanding.
So we had like enough space where we could, there was no more space for us, which we needed. So hence the move to Caxton.
Wow. So now we're at Caxton. This is around 10 years ago, 9 years ago, 2016, right?
Yeah, 2016,
so we're at
2017.
Kakon House. Interesting.
The move was quite chaotic because, contractors tell you it will be done by this day.
Yeah.
So I remember I spent enough, I left here maybe enough times, maybe 2 a.m. thinking tomorrow we are ready.
Oh my God.
Only to come in the morning and there's, the way the walls are sanded. So the dust goes everywhere. So you come back in the morning, everywhere there's dust. So we have to clean up again.
And wait.
Yeah, so it got to a point where, I think we're only able to move the students here maybe 1 week after they had promised it to be ready. Yeah, but even then there was still, final touches going on here and there. But that's the nature of startups. You start where because you've already given notice on the other side, you have to move.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Exactly. So now, is there anything majorly transitional that happens over the next 10 years?
During that time, I think we grew quite a lot. We got to a point where we had maybe at one point, maybe 500 students, per semester. We were growing. We even got more space at I&M, a whole floor, or half a floor at I&M, where now we moved the admin side, that side. Eventually, even we got into different partnership. Microsoft, we got some grants from AFD, and we were able to start off with start the first video game and 2D animation course in partnership with a university from France. We even took more space here at Caxton, the first floor, the whole so we fitted out everything.
Wow.
At Caxton. This was January. During around the same time, I also went to do my for further studies in the UK. So we had a team. They were comfortable. They were running the school comfortable. So it was time for me to take a break and do something for myself. So I applied for a master's in film distribution and marketing at Birmingham City University. So I left 2017. During that time, I think there was election. I left at 2017, 2018. I was there the whole year. And that was the most quietest time. So I was almost like on holiday.
Yeah.
So I'm staying in this hostel and the emails are quiet. No communications. Even my WhatsApp is quiet. When they say, when you, like no one. Yeah, literally, no one is talking to me. So I was just watching movies, going to school, coming back home. And the school is, once in a while we'll catch up with people. So I was completely off, hands off from the school. So for me it was like a holiday after like marathon of 10 years. 2019 I came back. And then during that time, I had during the course is where I had an idea about because distribution is still a challenge even today.
Very true.
And we're trying to think, okay, how can we? And I thought that was the best course for me to go and learn because it's almost like a black hole. There was no information on the internet about distribution. Completely hidden, nothing. So you had to go to school to really learn. But then within the first month, I knew exactly where the problem is, with our industry. So I was there, and then I applied for this something they call entrepreneur visa within the university. So you're allowed to stay over again for another extra year. So I came back in 2018. During that time, I applied for, so you have to create like a business plan and submit it. They interview you, and then if you whatever, they allow you to go back to the UK to develop this idea. Yeah. During the first time, I didn't get the visa. They applied the second time, I got it, so I went back. So 2019, 2020. Yeah, around the same time I went back, COVID hit.
Aye. So how does that affect everything?
So I'm there, and within the first year, I mean the first month, I could see the traction because I had just gone to Banilale Film Festival in Germany, and I could see the way people are mingling and everything. And they were talking about this flu coming from China. I thought many, if they were everywhere. Yeah, you come back to the UK. I went, one day I'm in London around that time, and I'm just seeing how they're saying it's airborne, and I'm seeing there's no way this thing will not come here. True to the fact, 1 week, 2 weeks, we start seeing the first death. Kenya is still quiet. Yeah. And I start, seeing these things, and we started discussing with the team here. It's like there's this thing, and it's gonna come, and it's gonna hit us at some point. How far I don't know, or how long it's gonna take. And then all of a sudden, Kenya declared the first one, the first COVID victim. And now they're talking about shutting down the country. They were shutting down the airport. Around the same time is when I'm supposed to travel back. Then all of a sudden, actually the day before I was supposed to fly back, shut down. Yeah, so I mean that time I was staying with you remember the friend from Githurai, the teacher?
Yes.
The daughter lives in the UK, so we had reconnected again. So I'd actually gone and visited her. Her name is Penny. So I was staying with Penny, and then COVID hit, and I'm supposed to travel like the next day to travel back to Nairobi. Yeah. So then I have, of course I couldn't stay there, so I had to look for a place to stay. So I'm in this room all alone. Everyone is locked up, lonely life. But then again, we have a problem. ADMI, how does it survive? Yeah. So I had to think through like tools, how to get everyone on board, to move towards an online offering, or try to make it work so that education continues, it doesn't stop. And we were able, within the first 2 weeks, maybe that, again, timing. I had a lot of time to think and research tools and whatever, how to onboard or move everyone on board. So I had to do a lot of training for the faculty, for them to understand how to use now this tool and train people online. We had to migrate, even platforms from the platforms to use in terms of the live classes. We didn't use Zoom. We actually did. We were pretty well off. Within 2 weeks we were able to migrate. Wow. Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is amazing because I think standing where you stand, you get to be a pioneer. And the thing about pioneering is you've seen so many changes. You're very quick to adapt. You get. So within 2 weeks of global
Everyone
pandemic,
panicking.
Yeah, people are always stocking up tissues. I remember when Mutahi Kagwe announced the first case, I was working in Westlands at that time. I was a receptionist for a travel agency. So I used to go get my lunchtime snacks at Naivas. So me, I'm like, okay, ufindo kunaenda, let me just go get lunch, maziwa na kakeki, something, just a small biting. In front of me, people with huge trolleys imeja. It's normally annoying on normal days, but people are trying to stock up. That's the mind. People are thinking how to survive, like how to preserve their lives. But you are trying to see how to preserve the life of this institution. And that was going digital. Yeah. That is amazing.
Yeah. So we made plans with Telcom, Safaricom. We bought SIM cards for everyone. Wow. We got software licenses for everyone. We even gave students who didn't have laptops, we gave them our own. Yeah. So everyone was able to transition online. At the first, of course, at the beginning, not everyone, believed it can work.
Very true.
So the first term was a bit tough, but then after that, everyone caught up and were able to continue. So we would organize that. Then eventually, once they start opening up, we would organize like boot camps, where now they will come in groups. So like if it's for film and TV, they'll come and do practicals, in more controlled spaces without having 400 students. Yeah. So it was a tough time, but we still managed to navigate around it. But it hit us quite hard, yeah.
Yeah, so during the whole COVID, the whole shutdown of the country that season, everything was done online. Online classes, tracking.
Up to a point where now they allowed us to
come back again.
Physically, but with minimal, with spacing and controlled environment. So almost like bubbles. What they used to call bubbles. Yeah, so we created bubbles for different courses for them to come and study.
This is amazing. So now I'm curious on the logistics side of things. The whole school has gone online, but landlord wa Kakon House, sijui nani, but was there like a grace period as long as you're not working for this season?
Yeah, so the advantage with that is that also the landlords was very accommodating. Yeah. But also because the government had agreed that they could waive some of those costs, because everyone it's a natural event. Yeah, but also you have to also be able or be quick to ask for those kind of requests, because again the government first has to lead, and then the businesses will follow after. So I would say Kakon landlords were really accommodative. They were able to help us transition, and keep the space.
I like your problem-solving skills. I'm taking lessons. This is amazing. So now thinking, 2020, the nation is back to normal. We are all back. What happens between now and back then?
Back after COVID?
Yes, after COVID.
Well, after COVID, everything came back to the same. But then, did it really? No. So it's never really gotten back to where it was before. And the thing with that is that also other things followed up after. Now we have the transformation of everything with AI.
True.
It's another threat. So it's something that we still have to deal with it.
Very true.
But like I said, the advantage of also being at the right time, at the right places at the right time, also has allowed me to now experiment with AI tools for quite a while, maybe over the last 1 year or two. And I can see where it's headed, and no one should be scared where we're all headed as the creative industry. You can actually use AI to fast forward again, not the 2 years, 1 year, or even less.
Very true.
Yeah, so we have to learn now how to work with we have to learn how to work with these new tools and prepare ourselves for the future of work.
This is amazing. This is amazing, because I feel especially you're the best person to get this advice from, or even maybe people who have seen the industry evolve as it has over time. Because I remember someone was mentioning how the person who invented the digital camera pitched to Kodak at first, told them there's this new technology, this and this and this and this is how it's supposed to work. But then Kodak was always selling those. Are they also called films? Kodak was selling.
They have different sizes.
Also the largest gear.
Now you hear about IMAX. IMAX is really a 75, 65, 70, whatever film. It's just the size of the film, which allows you also to capture wider view and more data.
This is interesting. So you'd see the Kodak refused, or rejected that idea. But then nowadays, there's a reason why I'm learning film on this set right now, because it has been phased out. So it's the people, again, Darwin's theory of evolution, survival of the fittest. So if you want to remain relevant in the next coming years, or for as long as you'll be alive, or however long you want to remain in this industry, then you have to adapt to change. We are coming back for the next episode, and now we're going to talk about the future. This is where your passion becomes a profession, where creativity finds direction. This is ADMI, and I'm hungry. Tuko na food?